Tips to becoming a better GM. Over-prepare. This in a lot of ways is very similar to the over-design video that we did just a little bit ago. And in a similar way, the reason I started over-preparing is so that I wouldn't have to think so much on my feet, or at least I had enough contingencies and idea of how a story could turn out that when inevitably my players threw a curveball at me, I could adapt and I'd be fine with it. Conversation trees, order of events, arc order, or important plot points that need to happen in specific ways in certain areas. Having all of that written out, planned out already means that if my players went left when I intended them to go right, I still had left accounted for. And while it might seem like a lot, or that I'm trying to railroad people in, it actually allows for more player agency. And that's because I didn't have to push a plot point. That was the only thing I had prepared. I had so many other things ready to go that when they zigged, I could zig with them. And when they zagged, I could zag and be right there. This also let me set up sequences, and if this, then that scenario. And when I have a bunch of more or less decision trees already written out, doesn't matter what my players chose, I already had an answer. I knew what was going to happen next, and I could relate those two different plot points together far more easily because I already knew if this, then that. But just like with the over design, you can take us too far. So dip your toes in the water, see how much works best for you. You don't have to do it the way that I do it. This works for me, so I keep doing it this way. But you might have a completely different style, and that's totally fine. Just do what works for you to help yourself and your players have a good time at the table.